Hey, what's up, guys? It's your friendly neighborhood turtle hermit, Chun, JackieChun. I'm back. Got another 4th generation standard battle for you guys today. This is against Metadraxis, who I found on Smogon, and he is from Mexico, meaning he is a Mexican and not a Mexicant. Anyone who gets that movie reference gets a thumbs up from me. But anyway, trying out a previous team that I used in my previous battles here, and just made a couple changes to it, trying to see if I like the changes. Do want to apologize, guys, for not uploading anything in a couple of weeks. I'm just really trying to get back into it, just trying to balance everything as far as life goes. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started with the battle. I'm going to lead off with Swampert. He's leading off with Frostlass. He goes immediately for the taunt, and I totally play this out like a nub because I've used Frostlass in the past, so I know how Frostlass works. And I start off horribly here as I go for the Stealth Rock on the first turn, get taunted. He sets up spikes, I go for the Earthquake, and then I go for the 2-hit KO, and he goes for the Destiny Bond. So I totally played that like a nub. I lose Swampert for nothing. I don't get rocks up, and I won't get rocks up for the rest of the match, unfortunately. And Frostlass, she basically did her job. That's exactly what she does. So I played that like I had never seen Frostlass before, and yet I know exactly what it does. But anyway, he goes into Swampert. I go to my Skarm. I just decide to taunt his Swampert just to kind of get back at him. He can't set up the rock, so he's going to switch, go to porygon-z to get the download boost. And then I'm going to set up my first layer of spikes. Going to switch out, expecting the Thunderbolt here, or something of the sort. I go to Suicune, and he actually goes for Ice Beam. And I think he was expecting another type of switch in, probably most likely a ground type, which is why he went for the Ice Beam. So, he switches out. He's going to go into Tentacruel. I'm going to go ahead and just set up my first Calm Mind here. And I think at this point, I just want to go ahead and just try to set up, see what I can do. I really can't do much to this Tentacruel, but at the same time, I don't think it's going to be able to do too much to me unless it's got Giga Drain or something of the sort. So he's just going to set up Toxic Spikes, and I'm just going to keep boosting up Calm Minds. And my plan here is to actually get up to +4. And then just roar the Tentacruel out and see if I can get something else. So he goes for the Rapid Spin, blows away my spikes, and he actually surprised me on this next turn here. I go for another Calm Mind just to keep setting up so I can try to get some damage on his team, and he actually packs the Sludge Bomb, which kind of surprised me. It doesn't do that much because although I am offensive Coon, I have the an alternate bulkier spread. So the second turn though, he does get the poison, so that kind of sucks. That's gonna shorten my longevity as far as that goes. Leftovers is, it'll help, but ultimately it's not gonna be enough. So I roar him back to his Porygon-z. He gets a useless attack boost because I'm at +4 on special attacks, so he now decides to go for the Thunderbolt. I missed the Hydro Pump. That was pretty big, but not as big as what is about to take place on this turn. Goes for another Thunderbolt. Because of poison, it will be a 3-hit KO. And I go for the Ice Beam. And at +4, it looks like it's going to be a 1-hit KO, but it is not. And he literally survived with 1 HP, he told me after the match. I could not believe it. I just face palm there, and my Suicune goes down to the 3rd Thunderbolt. So that really sucks. Now here I just decided to go into Dragonite, go for the extreme speed just to finish it off with priority. And this Porygon-Z does finally go down. And I'm in a bit of a pickle because now he's got two bulky waters, Swampert and Tentacruel. He brings Swampert in here, and I just decided to go for the Draco Meteor because my plan was to get as much damage on it as I could and bring it down low enough to where I could bring Lucario in and finish it off. I knew it would not one-hit KO, and he would take me out with the Ice Beam, which I guess was an okay plan, but looking at it in hindsight, I don't think that was the best way to go about it. Although at this point, I really didn't have too much choice. I guess I could have went to Dusknoir here, although that probably would have taken longer. But I might have been able to take this Swampert down better with Dusknoir. But anyway, I proceed to stick with the plan, go with Lucario, finish it with a close combat. His Swampert does go down, but he's now going to bring Tentacruel back out. I can't really do anything to this thing, so I'm going to switch, go to Skarmory. And he's just going to go straight for the Surf. And I believe here I go for a Taunt just to prevent the toxic spikes, but I'm not sure. I either go for the Taunt or the Roost here. No, I go ahead and set up another layer of spikes. And I believe my plan here was just to kind of force him to use Rapid Spin and try to predict it and bring something else in so I could try to set something up, most likely Lucario. But his Surfs are really are doing a fair amount of damage to me, so I'm forced to Roost. And actually, I'm going to go ahead and switch out. I really should have just let Skarm go down at this point because it really wasn't going to be able to do too much else. It's a Taunt Skarm, so it doesn't have any attacks. All it can do is taunt and set stuff up, and he can just spin my stuff away. So I bring Dusknoir in here, predicting the Rapid Spin, but he just keeps right on going with the Surf. And Dusknoir is pretty much my only hope as far as dealing with Tentacruel, because I've got Lucario, but I really don't want to get into damage race with Lucario. I want to really try to finish this matchup with him and try to sweep with him. So I just decided to hit it with a couple of Shadow Sneaks. I have some special defense EVs, but because of the poison from the toxic spikes, I'm not going to be able to last too long, so I just get as many Shadow Sneaks in as I can. I'm not pecking Thunder Punch or Pain Split on this Dusknoir, unfortunately. This is a bit of a different set, which I don't really get to showcase in this match. But anywho, I get one more Shadow Sneak off here, and he's going to be able to finish me off with a Surf. But I do have Tentacruel down low enough to where I can bring Lucario in once again and finish it off with a Crunch, I believe, because that would be the best play. And I do finish it off with a Crunch, so his Tentacruel does go down. And it's 2-on-2, but his next Pokemon is pretty much going to seal the game up. It is a Gyarados. So at this point, I pretty much just have to go for the hacks here, and I just click Ice Punch, hoping to either get a crit or freeze, just to maximize the amount my chances of getting hacks as possible. I do get the crit, but I do not get the freeze, and I face palmed again. I was like, wow, imagine if I hit Crunch, it probably would have been one hit KO'd, and this match would have been much closer because his last guy is Scizor. So I could have at least tried to go for a close combat to try to take it out. I don't know how that would have turned out, but anywho, that's not the case. Lucario goes down, and just to add insult to injury, he gets a final flinch on the waterfall on my Skarmory and is able to take me down, and that is going to be the game. But it was a good game, Metadraxis. Hope to play you again sometime. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you like what you saw, and Chun is out. Peace.